Hello YouTube. I'd like to point out that on August 29th, 2012, I weighed in at 335 pounds and I started a primarily vegetarian diet with emphasis on no oil and very little protein from meat sources, with the exception of eggs, and minute amount of dairy and cheese products. You can see I've had some great progression, and today, October 22nd, I weighed in at 305 pounds, which is a net 30-pound drop. There's some spikes here. There's one, this, and this one, and this one. And from looking on those particular days, I determined that those spikes in weight were caused by consumption of heavy salt-laden products such as condiments like soy sauce, uh, pepper sauce like Tabasco, Cholula, and for every complete day that I consumed that with each meal, it took 2 additional days to flush it out of my system. So the salt sticks around for a very long time, longer than I would think is necessary. So I've learned to control that, and I think that's why I've had these plateaus here. That's because the small peak is from me experimenting to see if what little bit of salt extra intake would do, and then the plateaus are just waiting for it to flush out. I really haven't just studied the plateaus yet. So let's go over here to the diary. Yes, I am using cronometer.com. I've suggested that on quite a few occasions. Here's the first day. It's all pretty wholesome food. Now this part where it says Campbell Soup Company pays organic, I have not bothered to create my own recipe for our own homemade pecane sauce, so I was using that. Here we have a calorie breakdown of proteins. Right there's and lipids, fats, and greens, proteins. Okay, and the carbs are purple. This thing has go up here to profile. I set my target over here at 1477 calories a day average for which is a goal to reach 2 pounds a week loss. I'm averaging, minus those spikes, 1 pound a day, and it's because a heavy person can actually burn off some serious calories not doing anything. So the total energy that I consumed that day was 3404. This is the target. And then minus these exercises, because basic sitting in front of your computer does light office work, you can burn off some calories. So that 3404 minus whatever those totaled up to equals this net right here. And that net is only like 60 points lower than the net calorie that I have to be at to lose 2 pounds a week. Cronometer also has the advantage of giving you a complete breakdown of the various foods you eat, so you can see that a vegan diet or a vegetarian diet, notice there's no meat up in here, none, nada, and yet look at my protein breakdown. This is the proof in the pudding. You don't need to be eating hamburgers and bacon and bologna or whatever. So here's the next day. The break, see, it's all pretty healthy. That day I had a total of 1771 minus the caloric burn of these two right here, made it negative. That doesn't add up, does it? 660 minus, must be below. Okay. Yeah, this negative number is how far it went below that, using this as the baseline. Man, 54 days later, and I actually figured that out. Great. See, this is confusing. I agree with my mother now. They need to rewrite this. Most of my days are like this. Use biometrics here to enter in various date information, such as weight, height, pulse, whatever. The food tab is where you can create foods and create recipes, which I've used a lot to create these various. It calls them foods, but recipes could be in there too. It's one of the stars I've shared with the community and were approved. The point is this is a vegetarian diet. That's what I ate today. Chronometer's having some issues. Oh, as you can see here, this is the last 7 days. Some days I like to experiment and see if I can eat normal, non-fatty foods and see if I can somehow exceed the caloric burn. It is possible, but you have to try really hard and your gut feels like it's going to split. And the thing is once you do the vegan or the vegetarian diet, it's not possible. It's only possible if you eat junk carbs. Those are carbs that have no fibers. Okay. Going to my website, buoy-tx.com. Oh, my internet's down. Just my connection. Great. Here's a breakfast I had this morning. Doesn't that look delicious? Kiwi, apple, banana, orange, and to that I added cinnamon in the middle, about a 2 teaspoons worth. There we go. Here's my breakfast. Calorie breakdown. All the other stuff I ate during the rest of the day. When the night finishes out around 10, I'm going to have a tremendous calorie burn, much like yesterday. Consumed, burned. And that's with no strenuous exercise. However, I'm not condoning no exercise. So, hope this empowers somebody.